Good morning. Friday, May the 15th, 2020. Hope your morning, hope your day is going splendidly well. And thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to make this post into more of a thought-provoking one. Not a kind of controversial one that's been done this week. I'm going to give you something to think about and hopefully some action steps that you can take. So the hopefully part is about you taking those actual steps. So, what is the one thing that is a blessing and a curse that through experience I can talk about? Well, you don't know because I'm about to say it. It is earning certificates. Certificates in the educational process of your development. I have been blessed with many certificates in the field of education, mainly from the fitness sector. And every single certificate I am so grateful for and really happy that I achieved it. And it's kind of blessing. However, looking at it, bit of a curse, because do you use them? Talking to myself, have I used them? Not in the capacity that I would have hoped for when I sat that course doing it. Now, the courses that I've sat, seldom have they been one-dayers. Seldom have they been weekend ones. They've been really deep in the grind, and you have to kind of brainstorm your way towards your excellence. And then you find out that you're not really that excellent. However, if you're processing with the content of that course and you're grasping some of those little nuggets of knowledge, then you will become successful in achieving that certificate. So what do you do with it after? Well, it's what you thought about doing it before, grabbing hold of that intention and running with it. Now, that's the blessing and the curse all at once, right? Now, to kind of not necessarily justify, but to explain where this little talk is going in order to give you the action steps. So with me having all those certificates, what that has graduated me towards being, so I'm going to just pick out one thing, and that is a tutor. So a personal training tutor. I'm going to pick out that one. And from that, I had to re-engage into the learning content, into the books, into the structure, and I had to develop something brand new. So I had to gain another certificate where I wasn't going to be awarded the certificate. That was hard grasp because I like that cathartism as you process with the progress in order to get that end valued result, which is going to be the certificate. So I'm teaching, and in this space that we have now, which is the COVID-19 self-isolation, social distancing space, we are not necessarily forced, well, we always have a choice, however, we're forced to go online, so we're teaching online, right? So I've got students, and I'm talking to those students, and then I'm saying keywords like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So I'm reaffirming and I'm re-engaging their concentration, because if you follow me long enough, you do know that I'm a little bit long in my speech, in my narrative. And I'm really aware of that. And I don't want to give anyone the kind of illusion that I'm on some higher ground that will intimidate or make them feel less worth about themselves, because they're on a course and I'm the one privileged enough to be talking to them, to travel them through their course, right? And I get that reassurance. Yes, we understand. And then what happens is that I get a feedback after. And the feedback that I get after is wonderful feedback. It's a catharsis feeling on the highest level. And that feeling is, I listened to what you said, George. I followed those steps and I've now passed. Thank you so much for what you did for me. So the key words here are, I listened and I passed. That's the key word. It's not you steered me. It's not I listened to what you said. It's not I took every step you said. Those are not the key words. The key words is I listened, I passed, I proceeded with the content that I understood. It's you. That's what this thing is all about. It's about you understanding that no one can really do the work for you unless you're willing and committed to do the work for yourself. So whoever you hire, whoever you put your trust in, and whatever company that you go into, someone will be on the other side. That other person is going to be a professional of some stature. They're going to have a title. That person there, they're not going to care about their title. They're not going to give too much about how they're going to be delivering their content because of themselves. So they're not going to be worried about having that cathartic feeling. They're not going to be worried about feeling like they've proven something to themselves. What they're going to be concerned about is if you get it, is if you've taken the action steps, because they know that if you do take these action steps and you win your game, you've won their game. And that is a very vital part of coaching. It's not the be all and end all. So our clients, our students, if they are successful within their realm, that means that their coach is successful, because we will get that reciprocity that we wasn't out for. We was just there doing what we needed to do, because initially, don't forget initially, what you did was win your certificate. Remember that. What you did was achieve your initial goal. And that's what makes the certificate so valuable. It's not a piece of paper. It's not. It's the work, the commitment, the understanding, the steps, the action steps that you took to get where you are now. That's what it's about. And I run an online coaching business. I am a tutor for an online startup learning provider. All the links are down there. And what we want is for you to follow the action steps, to get your certificate, to make your difference to the world. We want you to follow it. We want you to understand it. It's got very little to do with us. And I want you to take that on board for the weekend. I don't want you to manifest it and turn into an overwhelm and turn into a procrastination task. Don't be procrastinating on the activity level. Go in, go deep, click them links. See you on the other side.